Before I get started on this week's Steubenville conference, I thought I'd give a little walkthrough of my mobile blogging and photography setup, my rig as it were. You'll notice over here on the right I have my main camera body, a Nikon D90 with a little MB D80 grip that allows me to have two batteries, so I can go a full weekend of shooting pretty much non-stop, and the battery still has about 90% of its charge left. On that I have my 50mm 1.4 lens, which is a godsend in any kind of dark environment, which I'm usually shooting inside churches, things like that. Then I have a 12-24 Nikon lens. It's an f4, very nice for wide-angle shooting. It's a DX lens, so it only works on the D90, and cameras like it with the DX sensor. When I use a D3 or something like that, I have to use a different lens. I have the 180 2.8, which is a nice fixed focal length lens. It's really sharp, especially if you go up to f4 or so. In the back here I have the 80-200 2.8, which is great for the zoom range. It's a little bit blurry around the edges, and especially at 2.8, but it gets nice and sharp once you go up a little bit from that. You'll notice I have a little blue tape on the manual auto focus adjustment ring. That's because that ring there, it kind of slides whenever you zoom in and out, so that's just to hold it on auto. I usually don't manual focus with that lens. I have the 15-inch MacBook Pro. This one is an older model, so I have over to the left there a little card reader, but it's running Aperture. I do most of my main blogging on it, and I do some video processing on it, things like that, convert files to Flash for the website. And I have a little HP mouse with it, just because I hate using trackpads. And then for my really mobile blogging solution, I use my iPad with an external keyboard. Sometimes I'll ditch the keyboard, but that allows me to grab photos straight off the camera in RAW. I can process them using some of the photo utilities that are made for the iPad, and post them straight up to the web from there, email them, or import them to the computer. And then in addition to that, I'm right now using my iPhone 4, and that allows me to do video and things like that pretty easily and quickly. So that's my typical setup for mobile photography and blogging.